Hey everyone, welcome to another video. This is Malik Collectibles. My name is Mike, and today we're going to look at another 1/6 scale kit, Predator kit, sculpted by Narin, and this one I had painted for me by Joe Dunaway. Right out of the gate, I mean, the sculpt and paint are top notch. I mean, you can't ask for anything more in my opinion. The first thing you'll notice about this kit, at least that I did when I got it, was it's gigantic. For 1/6 scale, it's huge. I'm trying, I can't back up anymore to get the full thing in picture. I got a wall right behind me, but it's significantly bigger than all my other Narin kits. So if you're looking to get this one, or if you have it on order or whatever, it's just something to know, something to think about, because it is significantly bigger. I'll get a from the side. The other, it's not bad. It's nothing you got to worry about, but maybe just something to be aware of is it's kind of deep. You know, the depth on it because of that axe and the skull on the base. It does have some depth to it, so just be aware of that. If it's something that if you got one coming, just make sure the space you're displaying it in has got some room in the back. But so again, guys, just to go over it, sculpted by Narin. This one I had painted by Joe Dunaway. Just before I get into the kit itself and everything, I just don't want to forget in the video, I mean, it was absolutely so easy to work with Joe. I didn't give him very much you know, he asked me a couple questions. I kind of said, hey, I just want to, you know, more like the traditional Predator. I don't want any like crazy kind of color schemes or anything. He just asked me if he added all the I'll get close-ups here in a minute, but he added excuse me, all the quills, the chains, but I didn't give much you know, guidance, or I didn't have much requests. I just wanted him to kind of do his thing in kind of the traditional Predator color schemes, and he absolutely knocked it out of the park in my opinion. I've seen a lot of his work in videos and pictures and stuff online, but never in person. And he sent me some pictures, like when, you know, kind of the process of while he was making it, and then when it was finished, and I was thrilled. But then when I saw it in person, I mean, it's another level. I was really floored by it, because like I said, I'd never seen his stuff in person, and you hear that all the time, and I'm not trying to overdo it, but it really, in person, there is a difference. The depth and the skin, you can see, I mean, it looks like there's layers in there and depth to it, and there's nothing plasticky or flat about this thing. I mean, it looks like that's, you know, the skin, it looks like he's alive. It's really cool. So let me just get some kind of close-ups of it. You can see all the pattern on his skull, or I mean, his crown, his head. Like I said, you can see Joe added all these quills, which I bet was a pain in the neck, but they really add to the piece. They make them look mean, and of course the sculpt does that too. It's a really cool head sculpt on this one. You can see in there again, like I don't know how the hell Joe got in there and did such a good job on those eyes, because it seems like it'd be almost impossible to get a paintbrush in there, but he did it. It looks great. Inside the mouth, you can see, sorry, my hand's shaking a little bit because I don't want to hit this axe coming around, but I mean, you can see the detail in there is really cool. Another cool thing that Joe did was, like, on the dreadlock, like the beads, he put some like the Predator symbols throughout. Let's see, a couple on this side, which was a nice touch. Something I mean, I don't know, he's probably done it before, I would assume, but I've never seen it, so that was really cool. when I got that in, and then he also did that on the axe. So again, just a nice touch. Like I said, I've seen so many of his paint jobs, and to be able to just come up with new stuff all the time, cool stuff, is one of the, aside from just the incredible ability, the painting ability, is the creativity that he has. So like I said, I'm just absolutely thrilled I was able to get this one done by Joe, and I'm hoping in the future to have more done by him. You could see he added all, like I said, these quills that add to it. He added the chains, just to make it more unique, more individual. I really like that. Coming down, and then the other, it's a small detail, but I really like it. And this might sound stupid to some people, but like the gray over the fingers, like the gray kind of line over the fingers he has on both hands, and you can see like up around the face, kind of like the jawline, that same kind of gray. Where that, I don't know, I mean, that's something I would never really myself think of, but I mean, he added it, and it's very cool. It stands out a little bit, but it's not, you know, you got to look at it for a while to notice it. And I don't know, like I said, maybe that seems like a dumb thing to kind of point out, but I don't know, it really added something to me. You know, just a cool detail that I personally, I would have never thought of, and it really adds to the statue in my opinion. Let's get into the sculpt a bit. Really cool base concept. It's like they look like these creature or alien skulls he's standing on. This one's really cool because it almost looks like a two-headed, you know, I mean, they're kind of stacked on each other, but it almost gives the illusion of like it's a two-headed creature. And then this skull here, again, it goes back a little bit. It's got some depth to it, but very cool. Joe did an awesome job painting even just the feet. I mean, everything, but I really like, one thing I've always heard people say about, you know, in his pictures or reviews is like the armor that he does it looks awesome. You can see it's battle damaged, and like I said, every inch of this thing is covered in detail. All the skin, the dots on the skin, the patterns, I mean, this isn't someone going through with an airbrush and just hitting circles. I mean, every single one of these is a unique shape. Works well on the body. There's the pattern to it. You can see, maybe this is a better example, it stands out more. But there's a design to it. He didn't just start hitting the paintbrush or hitting the airbrush with little circles and dots. I mean, this is a lot of time, I'm sure, going into it and thought. And I don't know. I really appreciate his ability and the fact that he's willing to take the time to do that. Before I forget, I don't know, you know, with this stuff, sometimes it can get crazy expensive with some of these statues and the bigger ones. And I had no idea. I'd never worked with Joe before. I just reached out to him. I don't know him, or I have no, you know, prior experience with him or anything like that. And he had some time. I mean, he told me he had some other projects, but he took mine right away. And I gotta tell you, man, he was very easy to work with. Luckily for me, he's not that far, so shipping wasn't too bad. But the price for this, I mean, I would gladly pay it again. The amount of effort, time and effort and skill that he put into this thing, I mean, it's well worth it. So anyone, if you don't already know about Joe and you have some of these, and I would highly recommend. I mean, I'm hoping down the road I can have another one painted by him at some point, but I would highly recommend, because the price was well worth it for me. I mean, I'm not saying like it's cheap or anything, but the amount of work he put in and the end result is just well worth it. So But again, guys, this is the newest piece. I think this one was released about a year ago from Narin, and then I love the concept of it. Again, I didn't show the axe. I mean, look at this crazy axe. Joe added the like the metal rings, and like I think I said the chains up here. Joe did that to the kit. He added that on, but the blood looks really cool. Like I said, the Predator symbol in the axe is awesome. It's a nice touch. And just look at the design on this thing by Narin. I mean, holy shit. This thing is wild, man. So, really cool. I do another cool part, I think, is like, and I forgot to ask Joe when I was talking to him, but when I saw this, like, you see how the handle is like that kind of greenish, and it's like like when copper and stuff, patina is like it wears down. I don't know if that's the right word, but like when it wears out, you see that start coming through, and that's what I'm reading it as. Because it's all up by his hand, and you'd assume you got to use two hands on an axe this big, but then you can kind of see it fades towards the back. So again, just a really cool touch. That would be an easy thing to not do and just paint it all the same, and it would still look cool. But again, it's just a real nice touch by him, and to make it a little bit different. Look at that, so cool. But anyways, guys, I'll get this one wrapped up. I just wanted to show this thing off. I was really excited when I got it in, and I've been just every time I come home from work or whatever, just looking at this thing and finding more and more cool stuff on it. I am hoping I wanted to do my next video to be like a comparison with this one painted by Joe Dunaway and the King Skull Valdez painted by Golf Studios, because those are the two that I've had done, and they are different paint jobs, but man, are they both, I love both of them. So I'm hoping to do a comparison video, but I'm not gonna lie to you, when I was setting this thing up, because of that axe and the size of it, I'm gonna have a hard time filming that, I think. So that might be the next one. I'm gonna have to mess around with my setup here and kind of see if I can make it where it's a decent video, because I would like to put those two together and just compare and contrast, because, and I'll tell you right now, as a spoiler for the video, they're both incredible. You're not gonna hear anything negative from me. I'm thrilled with both of them. So I just want to show the difference, I guess, between two different painters, two different takes that are just both knockouts in my opinion. So anyways, guys, I'll wrap it up there. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.